What is going on, Falafel Embryos? I hope week 4 treated you well. I know for at least 6 of you it did. But overall, in the fantasy landscape, I know we all play in quite a few leagues. So overall, I hope week 4 was a good one. If it was not, and you are not happy with where you are in Falafel Embryo, now might be a good time to start wheeling and dealing, making some moves, trying to do something to help your team get out of a funk. Or if you really like your team and you think they're about to turn it around, I hope that they are about to do so. I will say real quick, I just noticed that in this league, there are no remaining undefeated teams and there are no teams waiting for a win. So that is the only case in all the Falafel leagues. Falafel, we've got some undefeated team, or one undefeated team and 2 teams looking for a win. And then in Falafel Junior, we've got 2 teams without a win and 1 undefeated team as well. So you guys are pretty close. No one has distanced themselves from the pack, which I know it's only been 4 weeks, but time flies. Think how fast we got through this 4 weeks right here. So we are going to look back at the week 4 awards real quick, and then we will look forward to the week 5 matchups. So let's get into it. High as a kite. This one goes to Evan this week. I think this is at least the second time that he has won this award this year. 136.5 points. He had Todd Gurley. He had Zeke. He had DeAndre Hopkins. 85.3 points from those 3 players alone. That is impressive. You are going to win most of your weeks if they continue that kind of production. Sloppy's girl in the bar. This one goes to Annie Packers with 69.4 points. Previously undefeated Annie Packers. She gets her first loss. 5 lowest scorers in your team you combine for a 24.1 points. Sammy Watkins, 2.2 points. Always rough when that gets stuck into your lineup. Amari Cooper owners know the same feeling. Who let you in? This one goes to Evan, who defeated Annie Packers by 67.1 points. The 3 players that I mentioned earlier would have been enough by themselves to handle this game. So that was a whooping, I must say. I've had worse this season. So the baddest bench. This one goes to Annie Packers. We're just talking about the same people over and over again. 84 points you left on your bench, Annie Packers. That's with 2 players with 0 points. So that's pretty impressive. You had Jameis Winston, Duke Johnson, Alvin Kamara, Dante Moncrief combined for almost 75 points by themselves. So, you might have got the loss this week, but it seems like your team is going to be just fine going forward. You outscored yourself and Cell Slager with your bench alone. So, tighter than a crab's vagina. This one goes to S. Ramir, a 0.9 point victory over Cheesy, which ties for the closest matchup in any of the Falafel leagues, although we did actually have a tie in Falafel. Eagles Nation and GG, they managed to have the exact same score. Pretty difficult. They did it, and so they will now have to suffer with the consequences of getting that tie. Milk was a bad choice. Darth Paikai, Darth Peachy, and DJM. Blunt over Mixon or Chris Carson, you would have earned the victory in your matchup. And then Cheesy, if you started Amendola over Julio Jones or Demaryius Thomas, which I don't know what you're thinking there, you would have won. Or if you had started the Pittsburgh defense over the Tennessee defense, you also would have won your game there. And then the fucking Chuck Norris award goes to Darth Peachy. 100.3 points. Would have beat 6 people. So, you would have beat about half the league. You were in the top half of scoring. You just were facing someone else that was in the top half of scoring as well, and they did better than you. So, that is all we got for this week. Remember, next week we will bring in the Not Supposed to Be Here Today award. And now we'll look forward to week 5 matchups. We've got 3-1 Go Pack Go versus 2-2 S. Ramir. 3-1 Evan versus 2-2 Fantasy Insider. 3-1 JJ Knight versus 1-3 Darth Peachy and DJM. 3-1 Annie Packers versus 1-3 the Bench Warmer. 2-2 CB. Oh my God. Versus 1-3 Cheesy, and then 2-2 M Silver versus 1-3 Cell Slager. So, good luck to everybody going forward. Like I said, if you find yourself on the bottom, you're only 2 games out through 4 weeks. You cannot really hope to be in any better shape unless you're in first. So, anywho, talk to you guys next week, and good luck.